Hello everyone. Today we'll be building accordion, right? It is similar to, suppose if you have one card and it will be having certain sections. Suppose in this project we'll be having three sections, namely section 1, 2, 3, and we'll be having its own content. I mean, for the section 1, it will be having its own content, and section 2 and 3, similarly, it will be having its own content, section 2 and section 3. So that we'll be building by making use of HTML, CSS and JavaScript. Let's start by creating the HTML. So I'll just create the HTML file by giving the name index.html. Also, let's create CSS file. I'll just name it style.css. So let's wait for some time. Yeah, first what I'll do is I'll just create a very basic HTML template. So, and change the title to accordion, right? So this is one thing. Let's start by writing the HTML code. So I'll just create one div. This will be the parent div, and give the class name container, right? So one second, just made a mistake. So this will be container, and inside the container we'll be having, I'll just take one more div. What I'll do, I'll just give the class name accordion item, right? Accordion item. This is one thing. And also I'll just give the div of class name. I'll just be giving accordion header, and I'll just call this one. One second, just format this once. So I'll just name this section 1. Section 1. I'll just copy the same thing, just paste it over here. So instead of accordion header, I'll just give accordion content, right? So this will be, I'll just give content for section 1, right? This is it. Then what I'll do, I'll just copy paste the same thing. So this one, and just copy paste this one twice. So I'll just make this one. One second. Everything will be same. I'll just change this one to section 2 and content for section 2. This will be section 3 and content for section 3, right? This is it for the HTML. I'll just format this once. So next what we'll do is I'll just link the style sheet, and I'll just give the path and the name style.css. So I'll just format this once. Let's start writing the CSS. So initially what I'll do, I just need the Poppins font. So I'll just open the Chrome and I'll search for Poppins font. Just click on the first one, get font, get embed code, import. So what I'll do is I'll just copy this one. I'll just copy these 3 lines. I'll just paste it over here. So next what I'll do, I'll just make use of the body, and I'll copy this one, font family, and I'll paste it over here, right? So I'll just format the document once. Next, we'll style for this one. One second. One second. So instead of container, I'll just take, I'll name this one as accordion, right? So I'll just copy this one. I'll just paste it over here. Let's start writing the styles. So I'll just give this one border of 1 pixel, solid, CCC. So next I'll give border radius of 5 pixel. Next, I'll just give overflow hidden, right? So this is one thing. Next, we will style for accordion item. So I'll just copy this one. Just copy this one and I'll paste it over here. So we'll style for the accordion item. What I'll give is border bottom of 1 pixel solid triple C, right? This will be for the accordion item. Next, let's style for the accordion header. So I'll just copy this one and I'll paste it over here, right? Accordion header. For this one, I'll be giving background color FI. So color will be #333, right? So next, what we'll be doing, I'll just be giving padding of 10 pixel. Cursor pointer. So this will be for the accordion header. Next, what we'll do, we'll style for the accordion content. So where this accordion content is coming from, this one, right? We'll be styling for this one or this one, you can say. Just copy this one and I'll paste it over here. So accordion content padding will be 10 pixel. Display will be I'll just give it as none. Dot, I'll just consider accordion item active, also accordion content. So will display, I'll just give display block. This is it for the CSS. I'll just format this once. I'll also format the HTML ones. What I have done is I have installed an extension called live server. So I'll just search for live server. So this one, what this will do is whenever we make changes in the HTML, the changes get directly reflected in the browser. Instead of reloading the page again and again to see the changes, we can just see the changes directly in the browser, right? Whatever changes that we make in the HTML. So this will be very helpful. What I'll do, I just close this one. I just right click and click on open with live server. So for now, this is looking like this, right? Whenever I click on section 1, the content of the section 1 should display. Also the section 2, the content of the section 2 should display. And section 3, the content of the section 3 should get displayed. That we'll be doing with the help of JavaScript. So what I'll do, I'll just create the file and name it index.js. So this is the JavaScript file. I'll be placing the JavaScript file just below the body tag. Within the script tag, I'll give the src index.js, right? I'll just give the script index.js. Let's start writing the JavaScript file. So first what I'll do, we'll select all the accordion items, right? So for that one, I'll be making use of variable name accordion item, right? Items. I'll just make use of document dot query selector all of accordion item. Accordion item, where this is coming from, this one. So I'll just copy this one. I'll paste it over here. And I'll just close this one. Next, what we'll be doing, I'll just make use of this one. Accordion. This has to be accordion items, right? So I'll just give accordion items dot for each of item, right? Next, what I'll be doing, let's add the click event listener to each accordion header. So I'll just comment this one and write add click event listener to each accordion header. right? So for that one, I'll be making use of item dot query selector or accordion header, where this accordion header coming from this one class. So I'll just copy this one accordion header and I'll paste it over here, accordion header. And what we'll be doing, we'll be adding event listener, click, and also we'll call the function. So for that one, I'll just the function. Okay. Next, what we have to do, we have to collapse all the accordion items except the click one. So here, when I click on section 2, only the section 2 should open and the content of the section 2 should be displayed. And the section 1 and section 3 should be closed, right? For that one, we'll be writing the code. So I'll just comment it out and write collapse all accordion items except the click one. So I'll just make use of accordion items for each. I'll just give other item if other item not equal to item, then other item dot class list remove. We are removing the active. So next, other item dot query selector of this one, accordion content. So I'll just copy this one and I'll paste it over here. Accordion content dot style. Sorry, this has to be just style dot display has to be none. We are setting it to none. Next, what we'll be doing, we'll toggle the active class as well as display state for the clicked items content. So first we'll toggle whatever the active class and we'll just display the state for the clicked content, right? So I'll just comment this one and write toggle active class and display state for click items content. For this one, I'll just make use of item dot class list dot toggle, which one? Active one, right? So I'll just give the active. Next, I'll just make use of the variable name content. I'll give item dot query selector of this one, accordion content. I'll just copy the same thing. 1 second. Just copy this one and I'll paste it over here. Next, give content display will be content.style display. I'll just make use of if this is 1 second. Instead, I'll go with content style display. We'll write the ternary operator is block. If it is true, we'll be giving none, or else if it is false, then we'll be giving block. So this is it for the JavaScript. I'll just format this once. What I'll do, I'll just check, right? So whenever I click on section 1, nothing is happening, right? So let's just check once. So what I have done is I have selected, I have given query selector all. Here it is coming from the class, right? I have missed the dot actually. So let's check again. So now also this is not working. Let's check again. So what I have done is here also I have done a mistake. So this here also dot I have missed. So we have made use of the query selector, and this is coming from the class, so we have to give dot. I have missed dot in here and also here, right? So now let's check again. So when I click on the section 1, so yeah, now this is displaying content for section 1. When I click on section 2, the section 1 is getting collapsed, and only the content for section 2 is getting displayed. When I click on the section 3, only the content for section 3 is getting displayed, and the content of the section 2 is getting collapsed. So this is it. So everything is working properly. Let's check once again. Content for section 1, content for section 2, and content for section 3. Everything is working perfectly. So this is it. Thanks for watching, guys.